Yeah, just stretch. So we're just going to take the feet quite far out and do the butt stretch where you've got your shoulders over your hips, flex your right foot and just cross it above your knee. Keep this leg out, yeah? And then just take your forearm and just push it gently about 2 or 3 inches above your knee so you're not on your knee joints, yeah? Hold your ankle, make sure the ankle's flexed, yeah? So you should just feel a little stretch and just warm up in that butt. Make sure you take this foot far out because obviously we're cold this morning. And change. So flex it a couple of inches above your knee, abs in, shoulders down always, yeah? Hold the shin and then just press your knee out just to give yourself a bit of a stretch. Okay, so you may want to fold your mat over so you've got a little bit of padding underneath your shins. So we're going to start on all fours. Hands, place them directly underneath your shoulders. Bend your elbows ever so slightly so you're not locking or hyperextending your elbows. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And what's really important at the back, to have your weight on your shins. Yeah? Don't flex your feet because it will mean that the weight will pitch forward on your kneecaps. Not good. Right, okay, are you ready? Right, so you're going to take your right leg. It's going to come out to your side and down. So you're on all fours. So the body weight will be pitching slightly over to the left side. Try and take it centrally to your shin. Let's go. So you take it up and down and lift. So I think lifting with the thigh first, then you extend. Lift and lift and lift and lift. Keep going, lift. Right, now, pull the shoulders away from your ears. Pull the abdominals in, so the belly button to spine. And keep lifting. Right, so we didn't get to do butts last week, so you could be really sore by about Thursday. Lift it up and down and lift. Right, so now think that the weight is now through that shin. Keep pulling your abs in to protect your back. Right, now think, where is your hip? Where is your left hip? It should be over your knee. And in, out. Right. Oh, hold it side. Right. Take it to your back, tap it down. Take it up, take it side. Take it back, tap it down. Take it up. Right, now you have to think about stabilizing your hips. Lift the thigh. Try and get it laterally to your side. Up, push. So you're not swinging the hips. And breathe. Think long neck. And lift and swing. Lift. Right, so what you want to try and do is get the side hip movement to a minimum. So you're going side and tap, lift, side. So you're not swinging that hip back and forward. Side, hip, tap, lift, side, hip, tap. Right, make sure that weight's on the shin and lift. Shoulders away from ears. It gets worse. It gets so much worse before we change legs. And you know what's coming, which makes it even worse. Right, hold it side, hold it side. Come down onto your left forearm, tap it side, tap up. Right, so we're laterally to our side, your abs are in, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. Right, so make sure you're not flexing that left foot. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Right, hold it here. Small circles. Circle, lift. Circle, lift. Circle, lift. Circle. Breathe. And push. And push. And push. And push. 4 more here. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Right, pulse it up. 8, 7, then we're going to go on the other leg. 4, 3, 2, last 8. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that knee into that hand and slide the other leg back and just sit on that hip to stretch it so you don't cramp it. Because why would you want to stop and not do every single rep? Right, now come on to the other side. So we're going to reset. So hands under shoulders, long neck, abs in, yeah? Lift thigh, Here we go. Lift thigh kick in. Well, it's not actually a kick, is it? It's a lift and extend. Lift, extend, lift, lift. Right, so really feel the pressure in the floor with your heels of your hands and that back shin. Yeah, and lift, and lift. Keep going here. 8, 7. So try and think of it as a lift and extend rather than a kick. Yeah, lift, extend. Right, 2 more. Right, so we're going to take it to the back. So take it up, back, lift, side, back. Right, watch the hips. Pull the belly button to your spine. Yeah, so you're protecting your back. You're working that right glute as well. Right, so swing. If I go side on, what you don't want to do is, yeah, really throw the hips forward. Lift, side, in, and tap. Lift, side. So think moving that leg completely independently. Lift, lift, push, in, out, push. All right, you've got 4 more here before you do your lift lowers to the side. So get ready to put your right hand on the floor. Right, 2 more. Abs in, long neck. Right, hold this one to your side and take that forearm down and go down, tap, tap. Again, weight on that shin. If you need to fold your mat over for some padding for your knee, that's fine. And lift, and lift, and lift. Push it up, push it up. Right, 4 more, then you do your circles. And 3, and 2, hold it here, and circle. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Take the knee in. Okay, stretch it back. Okay, so we're going to go stretch the shoulders. Just give the shoulders a roll. Take any tension out again if you need to fold that mat underneath you. Also, if you have any wrist issues, what you might want to do is fold the mat or get a cushion and just put the heels of the hands. Yeah, so they're not so flexed. They're at a bit more of an angle. Okay, here we go. Back with the right leg. Okay, so this time, yeah, you're going to take your knee all the way up to your hip height without flexing your back. Yeah, so we're just going to try and stay so the toes facing the ceiling, knee facing floor, and again, weight on your shin. Okay, so you're going to draw a small circle with that knee. Circle. So what you want to try and do is get the highest point of that circle with the knee. Yeah, so you're going up, in, out, in. So the highest point with the circle is as high as you can get it without flexing your back. Pull the abs in, pull the shoulders away from your ears. Circle, and circle, and circle. So toe, you're going to try and keep the toe facing the ceiling the whole time. Right, what's happened to the abdominals? What's happened to your lower back? Push it up. Push it up. Circle. Circle. And circle. And circle. And circle. 4 more. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Next thing. Turn it out. Turn it in. Turn it out. Right, so nothing with the back. Turn it out. So think you're lifting that thigh off the floor. Knee is hip height. So you're really getting that deep glute muscle. Push the weight back on that left shin. Keep lifting open, open, and close. Really gets that deep glute muscle. And open, and close. Right, so what happened to your lower back? As you get more tired, yeah, you need to think about technique even more. Pushing through the floor, long neck, pulling your abs in. Right, hold this one, turn it out, lift it, and lift, and lift. So it's nice and turned out, yeah, and we're pushing up. So what you're not doing is bending your elbows or flexing your back, yeah, up. You're keeping it turned out, lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. Right, hold this one up, flex your foot. Now pulse it, so we've got heel to ceiling. Push, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, have you gone here? Yes, try and straighten off your left elbow, but keep it a little bit soft. Keep pulsing. 8, 7. We're going on the other leg after this. Okay, 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Stretch it through, give it a stretch, quickly, quickly. Right, assume your position, knees under, hips, abs away from ears, shoulders away from ears. Lift that up, yeah? So we are toe to ceiling, lift. Lift it as high as you can, and circle, and circle, and circle. So nothing's happening with the hips, you're stabilizing your hips, you're stabilizing your back. It's literally that, just only the leg that's moving. Lift, knee to mat, floor to ceiling, sorry, toe to ceiling, and lift. So you really feel it in that deep glute muscle, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. Keep going, yeah, feel it in that really deep muscle. Make sure you get that proper circle. Right, we've got 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and hold it here. Now turn it out, turn it out, turn it in, turn it out. So we're staying at hip height, yeah? Turn it out, turn it in, out, out. So I'll keep changing because I just want you to see different angles, yeah? Lift, in. So also my head's obliterating what we should be doing here. Right, keep lifting that knee. It should be hip height. Yeah, don't let it go lower than hip height. Turn it out, turn it in, turn it out, turn it in, turn it out. And 3, and 2. Hold this one out and lift it, lift it. Right, so when you're doing that lift, there is the possibility that the weight's going to go over onto your right arm. Try not to. Yeah, try and evenly distribute the weight between all those 3 limbs. Lift thigh. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2. Hold this one up. Flex your foot and pulse it. Go. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Back, back. Weight through that left heel of hand. Okay, we're going to go for 8 more, then you can stretch. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it through. Other leg back. Just release that hip. Okay, next thing, you're going to go into forearms. So you're going to give your wrists a bit of a rest. But when you're in your forearms, you really need to make sure that your back is not curving. Okay, so elbows underneath shoulders, clasp your hands, knees are now hip width apart. Watch this with your back, yeah? Make sure you're pulling the belly button to your spine so you're flattening your back off. Straighten your right leg and then get the weight on that left shin. Push through the floor with your forearms so you don't hurt your shoulders. Lift it and turn it out. Yeah, so that's turned in with the knee to the floor and turned out slightly out. Now lift it up as high as you can without flexing your back and back to hip height. Right, that's what we're doing. Technique. And go. Lift. And lift. Always think lifting. Now don't shift the body weight forward and you're trying to make sure you're not back here. Yeah, the hip is above your knee. You're not over here because that's too much for your kneecap, yeah? You should be on that shin. And lift. And it's not a kick, it's a lift. And lift. Right, pull the abs in. Pull the abs in. The stronger your abs are, the more you can protect your back. And lift. And lift. And lift. Oh, keep going. We've got 8 more. 8. 7. Then guess what? Oh yeah, you're pulsing. Right, if you want your palms flat on the floor, that's fine. We're just giving the wrists a bit of a rest. 2 more. Hold it all the way up. Turn it out. Pulse it. Pulse. Right, try not to sit into that left hip. I think you've got a pocket of air in that hip joint. Pull the abs in, pull the weight through the forearms. Right, go 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, right, hold it up there. Right, you're gonna cross it behind you without swinging your hips. Yeah, so we're here, we're turned out, you're gonna cross it behind you and lift up to your diagonal. Yeah, so it's no longer right behind you. Yeah, so we're starting crossing it back, cross it diagonal. So you're working a slightly different part of the leg and the glute and the sacrum. Cross it and lift and cross, sit out of that hip, lift. Same leg, by the way. And cross it, diagonal, and lift. Right, we've got 4 more here. And we're going to change legs. And down, and then we're going to get off the legs, off the knees. 2 more. And lift, and down, and lift. Right, take that leg in. Yeah, so we're just coming off the shins and the knees a bit more. Right, we're going to go other side, and then you get to come off your shins and your knees. Okay, so reset. Again, making sure that you're not curving your spine, you're lifting it up. The weight is through your shins, the elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Left leg, lift it hip height. Turn it out as much as you can without skewing that left hip. Weight through the shin, now lift, lift. Lift and lower and lift. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep the hip above that knee. Yeah, and not coming forward or back. And the weight is to the shin. So if I'm being really, I could try and lift that knee off the floor. Yeah? Don't do it, but that's the feeling that you want. So you take the onus out of your kneecap and lift. Make sure you're not throwing your back. And you're pushing through those forearms. Right, 4 here before you do your pulses. 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it up and pulse it, go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So it's directly behind you when you do your pulses, and when we cross back, you're crossing out and diagonally over. Keep pulsing, keep pulsing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 8, turn it out. 8, long line, shoulders away from ears. 4, 3, 2, ready for the cross, go, slow it down, diagonal and diagonal out. And are you swinging the hips? Yeah, think that you've got like a girdle on around the hips, around the pelvic region. Yeah, so you can't swing the hips. Cross and out and cross and out. Right, trying to get it as diagonally out as you can without changing your hip alignment, without swinging. Keep going, you've got 4 more. And lift, hold. 3 more. Lift, hold. Just 2 more. Cross it, don't swing. Lift, hold. And cross, don't swing. Lift, hold. Knee in, other knee back. Right, come up onto those wrists. Okay, you're going to come up onto your back now. So if you've got any shoulder injuries, yeah, you can take the forearms down. But if you're going to go on the forearms, make sure you're not collapsing in the upper body. Yeah? If you're okay with shoulders, hands directly underneath shoulders. Fingertips facing butt cheeks, and lift your bottom off the floor. Right? Again, making sure that you're not hyperextending those elbows. Keep them nice and soft. Try and lift your butt cheek as high as you can. Right? Chin to chest so you're not straining your neck. And raise your right leg. Okay? You're going to take your right leg in, and you're going to take it lifted up. In and lift. And in. Right, so you're trying to keep the shoulders above the wrists all the time. And lift. Right, now if you want more, lift that back heel off the floor. And in. Drop down. Squeeze, lift. And in. Squeeze, lift. Right? So it's working the back leg, not the front leg. and in. Squeeze, lift, and in. Don't let the bottom touch the floor. Okay, so if you're here, yeah, you're doing the same thing. You're in and lift. Yeah, if you want more, lift that heel off the floor. Yeah, in and lift, and bottom, push it up and lift, and in and lift, squeeze, and in and lift. Right, 2 more before we change. This is 1, and lift, and in, and lift. Right, feet down, bottom down. Stretch that right leg, sorry, left leg over. Yes, stretch your glute. Yeah, because you don't want it to cramp. Same principle applies for your technique in the stretch as it did on your warm-up. Right, change legs. Fingertips towards butt cheeks. Feet flat on floor. And lift. And bend. And lift. And bend. And lift. And bend. And lift. Right, it's slower because it's harder. And lift. Right, lift heel off floor. And lift. Hold. In. Lift, hold. And in. Lift, hold. And in. Oh, keep going. Lift, hold. So it's really hard for that underneath, that right hip, right glute. And in. Again, if you've got any kind of shoulder injuries, in. And lift. And in. And lift. Right, we've got 4 more. Are you taking the heel off the floor? And down. And lift. 2 more. In. And lift. Last one. Oh, we're going to come around onto our front. Okay, cross that leg. Right leg. Flex heel. 2 inches above. Press away. Press the knee away. Right, you're going to come to lie on your stomach. Yeah? So there's nothing in the shoulders. You're going to give your shoulders a massive rest. Okay, come down onto your stomach. Put the palms of the hands on the floor and your forehead goes on the back of your hands. Yeah, again, you might want to roll your mat over to just give your hips a bit of padding. Pull the abs in all the time, pull the shoulders away from your ears. Put your legs together. Now flex your feet and press your heels to the ceiling. You need to engage your glutes and engage your abs so you don't put any pressure on your back. Your right leg is now going to lift to the ceiling. You're going to take it up, down, up, down. So this actually strengthens your lower back. Push it up. Yeah, so the back thigh, the left thigh, is pushing against the floor to help you get that leg up. Yeah, we're trying to keep the foot flexed, so you're almost making a footprint on the ceiling. And lift. Keep going. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. It's a good thing this is only half an hour, isn't it? 4 and 3 and 2. Okay, we're going to change legs straight into it. Shoulders away from ears. Other leg, left leg. Right, so push that hip into the floor and engage your glutes and engage your abs so you're not lifting your pelvis off the floor. Yeah, you want to push your pelvis to the floor and try and get that footprint to the ceiling. Push it up and up. Try not to turn it out. Knees still facing floor. Up. Keep going. 8 more. We've got 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Okay, next thing, we're going to open up the knees and you're going to try and lift the legs. And 4 and 3. And it's the last thing, 2. Coming up. Up. Last one. Right, okay. Take the knees out to the side and then take the toes facing, yeah, your toes are together. Okay, put the head on the floor. So you're going to need some pressure with the forearms. You're going to need to engage your abs, or you're going to need to pull the shoulders away from the ears. Put your forehead on the floor. The idea is you're going to lift those thighs off the floor. Yeah, you might not be able to lift very far. Go. Lift. Keep the toes together. Lift lower. Lift lower. Yeah, you might want to feel, you might need some padding underneath those hips. Yeah, rolling the mat over a couple of times. just to give the padding on the hips. Take it up, up. Okay, this is great for strengthening your lower back. Lift, lift, keep going, lift, lift. Oh, and it gets the really deep glute muscles. She says with lots of passion. Lift and lower. Right, keep the abs lifted, keep the belly button pulled to your spine. Keep going, we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, feet out, stretch legs, brace abs, open up your toes, turn it out from the hips, lift your legs. Yeah, you might want something on the pelvic bone, okay? You're gonna beat your legs together, beat your heels. We're going 1, 2, lift your thighs off the floor. Lift your thighs as high as you can get them off the floor. Relax your neck, make sure the backs of the hands have your forehead connection. Beat, beat, beat. Can you lift your thighs any higher off the floor? Strengthening your lower back, strengthen back to the legs, working the glute muscles. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Heels together, stop moving. Okay, now, left leg on the floor, left leg on the floor. Right, heels are together, thighs are together. This is your last exercise. Yeah, you're gonna lift leg, lift leg, lift leg. Right, don't throw the back out. Only go as high as you can without sacrificing your pelvis and your spine alignment. Yeah, you will feel a weight through that left foot lift. Yeah, your feet are together. Your feet are together. Up. Yeah, so you can't push your pelvis forward because you've got that pressure of the floor. Right, last 8 before we change legs, then we stretch. 7, 6, 5. Try and keep straight legs. Try and keep the thigh off the floor. Yeah, connect the feet when you come back. 2, last one, straight into it. Change legs. So change legs now. Lift. Yeah, hip stays on the floor. Yeah, the more your hip stays on the floor, the more you're going to work that glute. Yeah, then a slight connection with that hip bone. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Now press down with that opposite leg up. And lift. And lift. And lift. Keep going, keep going. This is the last thing before we come into your child pose and give your back a stretch. Okay, last 8, last 8, last 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, lift, don't throw. 4, and 3, and 2. Get ready to come into your child pose. Put the hands underneath the armpits. Squeeze your elbows in. Push yourselves up. Coccyx to heels. Flex your lower back. Breathe in. Exhale and walk the hands away from you. Really feel that stretch. Pull your coccyx towards your heels. Pull the shoulders down the back. Pull the abs in. And walk the fingertips away from you as far as you can, just to release that lower back. Breathe again. Exhale and pull the fingertips away. Coccyx to heels. Okay, roll up onto all fours. Face your front. So we're going to try the slightly deeper glute stretch. So the stretch that we did twice throughout. Flex your foot. Cross it 2 inches above your knee. Yeah? Never put the pressure on the knee. Always put it on the mid-thigh. Flex that foot so you've got decent knee alignment. Right, okay. If you want more, straighten your back. Put the hands behind you and try and walk that foot into your butt cheeks. Walk it forwards. Yeah? So you're trying not to cave in here. You're trying to press the chest into that shin and the foot's flexed to protect your knee alignment. Pull the abs in. You're trying to get your heel as close as your crotch you can get it, but make sure the bottom's on the floor. Ah. Right. When you release, don't release here. Release the underneath leg first so you don't hurt your knees. Okay? Other leg, cross. I need a bit of help today. Flex the foot, knee open. If that's enough and you can feel a stretch in that left glute, that is fine. Okay? Hands down, shoulders down, abs in, pull. And pull. Ooh. Whichever way you can get it. If you need to move the heel or your butt cheeks. Oh, one side's going to be more hurty than the other. And release leg. Soles of feet together, just last stretch. Soles of feet together, cross the arms, because that helps keep your soles of feet together. Now, walk your crotch towards your heels. Breathe in. Bend your elbows outside your shins. Okay, curve your spine. So you're now stretching the lower back, pull the abs in, shoulders away from ears. Elbows on the outside of your shins and breathe. Roll up. And easy breathe. Cross your legs. Breathe in and out. One more. Breathe in and out. Thank you very much. I hope you can